All right. Welcome everybody. Welcome back into another day two of our, Passion to Profit Masterclass. If you can hear me and if you can see me, just give me a thumbs up or let me know in the chat box. Thank you. Go to the chat box and let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me and if you can, see me, go to the chat box and type yes. If my voice is clear, if it's loud and if it is audible, just say yes in the chat box. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So let's begin with having an overview of what we have done in the day one and how many of you have accomplished the assignment. Just let me know in the chat box. Because remember, assignments are very important that we suggest you to do in these master classes, right? Because this passion to profit, it's not just about me talking to you. It is about being in an environment where you are progressively becoming a new you. No, I'll repeat, it is about being in an environment where you are progressively becoming the new you. So welcome back into day two, passion to profits. If you can share this on your social medias, that will be a great help for us, because we really want to impact millions of people all across the world. So now welcome back into day two, and the day two is all about the secret of ages. Robert Collier wrote down a book on the same subject, on the same topic, the secret of ages. And he said that the secret of ages has always been locked up in the books. And in fact, he created the book, which he named with the same title, The Secret of Ages. And what I'm going to do today is that I'm going to reveal to you some of the secrets that I know about human mind, some of the secrets that I know about ourselves, some of the secrets that I know about converting our passion into profession, because that is the one thing that people would love to know. People are really interested in living a life of freedom and abundance. How many of you would love to live a life of freedom and abundance? Even if you're watching it on YouTube, just let me know in the comment box. How many of you would love to live a life of freedom and abundance? If you want to live a life of freedom and abundance, right now, write down I am in the chat box. Go to the chat box and write I am. I am in the chat box, everybody. I am in the chat box if you want to live a life of freedom and abundance. Go to the chat box and type I am. Awesome, Prima. Great. Awesome, great. So I believe every single person who is on this call right now, who may be watching me in this Zoom class, or who may be watching me on YouTube, I believe all of us wants to, really live a life of freedom and abundance. We all want to do that. But somehow, somewhere, there are challenges that we all face. The challenges in terms of maybe, expressing our vision clearly, maybe going out there in the marketplace, making things happen. There are a lot of, things that stops us in our path. And most of the things that stops us in our path are all related to our thinking. The secret of ages, it is all about our thinking. Dr. Ken McFarland once said that. He said 2% of the people think, 3% of the people think they think, and 95% of the people would rather die than think. The secret of ages is all about thinking in the right way. In other words, it's about thinking in a certain way. And the secret of ages, it's the all secret that incites you. I repeat, it's all about the secret of ages. It's all about the secret that lies inside you. So today I'll be sharing some of the important points about human mind, how human mind works, how actually, things are happening in your life right now, and how you can mold them, how you can change them, and how you can shift them. But most importantly, I'll be talking to you about you. Although I'll be giving some of my experiences, some of my examples, but I'll be talking to you. You know why? Because my idea here is to make you aware about the infinite potential that is there within you, the possibility of growth, the possibility of abundance that is there within you. We are going to unleash that today. We are going to really, make it a very, 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 very big tonight. All right. So before we begin, as I said, I want you to write down on a piece of paper right now, what do you really want? I'll give you a couple of minutes here so that in the meanwhile, if there is anybody else who is still not on the call can join us. Give you a couple of minutes right now. So take a blank sheet of paper, and on that sheet of paper, write down what do you really want. Let's do it. All right, so I hope you have write down your goals. If anybody of you who has recently joined us, thank you for tuning in. In the last few minutes, I have given everybody a task of writing down their goal, because today we're going to talk a lot about goals. We're going to talk a lot about what challenges we faces, but at the most important time, we're going to talk about the secret that lies within us. Now, there is a secret that lies within us. And today's session is all about you and your results. Now, how many of you want to really improve the results in your life? Now, when I say results, it can be a financial result, or it can be, the amount of money that you want to earn, or it can be a better relationship that you may want to, attract into your life. It could be anything. How many of you want to improve the results in your life? If you want to improve the results in your life, type yes in the chat box. If you want to improve the results in your life, say yes in the chat box that yes, I want. All right. If you want to improve the results in your life, type yes in the chat box. Make some noise in the chat box, guys. If you're on YouTube, make some noise, everybody. Make some noise. All right. Awesome. Good, good, good. Awesome. Good to see you here, Shweta. That's fine. We are just getting started. Okay. All right, let's bring it back. You and your results. Now, ask yourself a question. Results. How does results happens? I repeat, how does results happens? Do they just happens? I'll tell you very clearly. Results never ever just happen. That means every single result that you have in your life right now, it is there for a reason. Good or bad, that doesn't make the difference. Every single result that you have in your life right now, it is there because of a reason. And more importantly, more precisely, it is there by law. I believe that we are living in a very orderly universe. And in this orderly universe, everything happens by law, not by luck or chance. Emerson wrote it. He said, let him learn the prudence of a higher strain. Let him learn that everything on this planet moves by law, not by luck or chance. Even dust and feather moves by law, not by luck or chance. That means whoever you are right now, wherever you are right now, whatever results you're achieving in your life right now, they're all there for a reason. They are all there for certain results. They're all there for certain results. You know, in other words, if you're earning 10,000 rupees right now, you're earning that because that's your consciousness, that's your thinking. If you are into a relationship which is not so much healthy for you, you are there because it is happening by a law. That relationship is there to teach you something. There are only two possible outcomes. Either you will learn something out of it and you will move into a better and a bigger relationship, or you will have something incredible happen that you will come out of the dark side to the bright side of the same relationship. And neither one of the choices are wrong choices, because as a human being, we have the right to choose. Okay. As long as we are not hurting the rights of other people. So let's bring it back to the subject, how to get money in our business. The results never tells a lie. You know, if you want to know how healthy a tree is, look at the fruits it's bear. If you want to look at yourself, how productive your life is, look at the results that you're having in your life. Are your results productive or they're non-productive? Are you really earning the money that you want to earn, or you're not earning? Are you really happy and satisfied the way everything is going in your life, or you're not happy and satisfied? I want you to think about these things, because these things are very important. And when you think about them, that really causes you to shift your perception about it. So we are talking about results, and we know that results never ever just happens. They happens by a law. Now let's talk about a paradigm switch. Now there are two things that are required for you to create a paradigm switch. Now what is a paradigm switch? In a simple language, shifting your life like night and day. In other words, taking yourself from the dark side of the light and bringing you to the light side of the light, the light, to the bright side of the light. That's what I mean by creating a paradigm switch. But you're not only going to learn about paradigm switch today, I'll teach you how to bring that paradigm switch too. But pay very close attention to this slide right now, right here. Now, this is where you are right now. Let's say this is a place in your life right now. Now, this can be a place depending upon where you are right now. You may be someone who is happy in your life right now, but you want to become more happier, or you want to attract somebody into your life, maybe a loved one, maybe a relationship, maybe a husband or wife. You want to attract somebody. Everyone is on a certain point in their life right now, and there is a place where they want to go. That means you are right here in your life right now, and this is where you want to go. It's a place, it's an idea. Whether it's financial idea, relationship idea, health idea, or any spiritual idea, there's a place where you want to be in your life. And this is where you are right now. This is where you want to go. And people think the problem is up there. The people think that the problem is right there. But you know what? The problem is not there. The problem is not in your goal. The problem is right here at the bottom where you are right now. And the problem is the paradigm. It's not about where you are right now. It's not about where you want to go. It's about where you are right now, because you are programmed. You are programmed. If I repeat it right here, that means the challenge is not having enough knowledge. That's not the real challenge. The real challenge is not having the confidence to really apply what you already know. How many brilliant people you know in your life who have enough information about their business, but they're still not doing it? We all are programmed with the thinking that is keeping us stuck. It's a thinking. And you know what happened? Here is the difference. There is a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. You may know right now in your life what you want to accomplish, and you may know exactly what you have to do. If you don't know the whole picture, I still believe everyone knows one or two things that they can do in their life right now to move in the direction of their goal. But the problem is not walking the path. How many of you agree with that? How many of you agree with that? You already know how to make yourself a little bit more happier. You already know how to grow in your life. You already know how to, earn more money, maybe a little bit, but you're not doing it. How many of you agree on that point? If you do agree, type yes in the chat box. If you agree on this point, write yes in the chat box. All right, Anupama yes said yes. Great. Who else? Do you believe that you know what you're not doing? Go to the chat box, guys. Let's make a buzz here in the chat box. Let's not make, otherwise the chat box will feel alone. Let's not allow the chat box to feel alone. Be there, engage with the chat box. How many of you thinks that you know the path, even it's a little bit, but you're not walking the path? That's even fine sometimes, right? That's right, Shweta. Slightly, not completely. That's fine, even if you know slightly, are you really taking action on the slight parts that you know, or you're not taking action on it? That's what I want you to think about. Not always, right? That's what happened with people. People know what to do, but the challenge is they are not doing it. And why we face this challenge? We face this challenge because we have a paradigm. Now, what is a paradigm? I mean, literally, what is a paradigm? Let's look at a paradigm, because since yesterday I've been talking about paradigms and some of you really want to know what is a paradigm. So paradigm is a program in our subconscious mind, and that has exclusive control over our habitual behavior. And guess what? Almost all our behavior is habitual. So what is paradigm? Paradigm is a program in your mind. Paradigm controls your thinking. Paradigm controls everything. I mean, it controls literally everything. Now, how we build these paradigms, I'll show you how these paradigms have been built. And I want you to pay very close attention to what I'm going to demonstrate to you right now, okay? Because this is going to be one of the best demonstration of your life ever. All right, so pay close attention to it. All right, now I want you to look at this glass of water. Let me just put it on full screen. Wait a second. All right, let's close the slide and let me put it on the full screen. All right, perfect. Great. I think I am on full screen. All right, now look clear, very carefully. All right, now this is who you are when you are born. All right, like when you are born, you are a pure soul. Look at that. You are a pure soul. There is a lot of positivity. There is a lot of abundance in you. You know what happened then? The negativity of your family, that start entering your mind. The negative of the environment, that start entering your mind. The negative thoughts of your family, they goes into your mind. You know what happens? You go to school, and then the negativity of the school, that goes into it. Then what happened? You go to college, the negative environment over there. You watch social media, the negativity goes there. And slowly and steadily, all these negativities, when they keep pouring, what happens? You become a product of their thinking. Now you see, now you're no longer that pure soul that was born. Now you are right here with this negativity. And what happened? This negativity never stops at that point. It just keeps growing. It just keeps happening. It just keeps happening. All right. Then what happens? Then you grow. When you are an adult, now you're comparing yourself with others. More negativity. You're looking at other people getting successful and you're not. More negativity. You're looking at environment around you. There is news about COVID. There is news about all that stuff. More negativity. And what happened? This negativity keeps pouring, keeps pouring, keeps pouring, keeps pouring. My dear friends, that's what you become. That's what you become. A product of the negativity. Now you're no longer having you're no longer having a positive mind. It is all messed up thinking. It is all messed up thinking. Now imagine when you have this messed up thinking, what are your odds of becoming successful? Just think about it. When this much of negativity is there inside you, what are your odds of becoming successful? And then people keep wondering, why I'm not getting the results. People keep getting wondering why I'm not achieving success. I'll show you today how to overturn this negativity and become the person you want to become. But stay there till the end of this call. All right. Now let us go back to the point here. So now we are no longer, in control of our thinking. You know why? Because it is the paradigm that has taken control of it. Now you cannot drink it. It is impure. Now imagine when that kind of programming has been done to your mind, what kind of thoughts you will be thinking. Go to the chat box and let me know. If that kind of programming has been done to your mind, what do you think you will be thinking? What do you think you will be doing? You won't be getting involved into productive activities. You won't be getting involved into, the constructive ideas. You will be completely negative. Now, what happens? Now, what we said, that paradigm, it's a program in our mind. So to understand the paradigm, we have to understand the mind. Look at this slide right here, because this is the magic, my dear friends. So it is a program in our subconscious mind. That's what paradigm is. And if we want to understand paradigm, if we want to change our paradigms, we got to understand the mind. Now, let's look at your mind and your marvelous mind. Now, I'll ask you a question. Let's have a quick fire going on. All right. How many of you know the color of your house? Let me know the color of your house in the chat box. What is the color of your house, everybody? What is the color of your house? Go to the chat box and let me know what is the color of your house. What is the color of your house? All right, white. That's awesome. What about others? What about the color of your car? What is the color of your car? What is the color of your car? Red. All right. All right. What about others? Green. All right. What is the color of the clothes you're wearing right now? What is the color of the clothes that you're wearing right now? Color of your clothes, white and blue, red, blue, red, blue. Now, how does your mind looks like? How does your mind looks like? You see, all of a sudden, the chat box that was buzzing, I asked a simple question, how does your mind looks like? No answer. Now imagine if you don't have an image in your mind about your mind, how you can change it. Like, for example, if I ask you to rearrange your room, you know what's going to happen in your mind straight away? You're going to start imagining, okay, I'll do this in my room, I'll do that, and that's how I'll rearrange my room. What about your mind, my dear friends? Your mind is arranged right now in a certain way. And to achieve new results, you have to rearrange that mind in a different way. And the problem is that we don't even know how does the mind looks like. And when we don't even know how does the mind looks like, what are your odds that you will end up rearranging it? Almost nil, almost impossible, almost impossible. Isn't that true? So what you have to do, you have to understand the mind. Let us understand the mind. In 1934, there was a great doctor, Dr. Thurman Fleet. Now, he was very much involved into healing arts. And he said that all the medical profession from many, many years has been treating symptoms of the disease. And he said, if we want perfect health, we have to treat the root cause. But he added on, nobody is yet been able to treat the root cause because everybody has been dealing with the brain. Nobody has dealt with the mind. He said nobody has dealt with the mind because nobody has an image for the mind. So he worked with his own imagination and he drew an image. He said, let this big circle represents the mind. Now, some of you are going to laugh at it, but that's the reality. Now, psychologists and psychiatrists say that let it divide into two parts. So your mind has two parts. Above is the conscious mind and the bottom is the subconscious mind. Although there are many parts of the mind, but for you to improve your results, for you to achieve massive success in your life, all you need to know is about your conscious mind and about your subconscious mind. All right. Now, along with the conscious and subconscious mind right here, we have what we call as our body right there. And along with the body, we have these five sensory factors: see, smell, hear, taste, touch, and we have a dumbbell shaped element over there that is called as a brain. That is the magical figure, my dear friends. You know, I'll be explaining you about all these elements, that what these elements are, what a great change they can bring into your life. You know what? Today you are going to leave this class with an impression of increase. You are going to be so grateful tonight because you will be learning a process of reversing this. Now, coming back to this, because I'm going to show you a magic, okay? And I'm going to show you how you can reverse your brain patterns. I'm going to show you how you can rewire your brain, to achieve new results. Just like the way, if I want to, do something new with my laptop, I need to install a new software, or I need to, like install a new application. I'll show you today how you can install a new application into your mind. All right, because that is pretty impressive. So let's talk about the conscious mind first of all. My dear friends, your conscious mind is your thinking mind. That means nobody on this planet, I repeat, nobody on this planet can force you to think in a certain way until or unless you allow them to do so. That means you have the ability to accept ideas and reject ideas. If you don't like something, reject it, for God's sake. You don't have to accept every idea that has been thrown at you. Even I tell my student in the beginning, I tell them, my clients, that don't accept my knowledge, don't reject my knowledge, play with the knowledge that I'm giving you. Because until or unless you don't test it for yourself, you're not going to develop the faith. You're not going to develop the belief in your ability. So as a human being, as an individual, this is our ability that we can accept information and we can reject information that if we don't like it. This is the one incredible idea about your conscious mind. When the COVID came in, there are many people who started accepting the information about COVID, that it is going to harm their business, that it is going to hamper their business, and it ultimately hampered their business. And there were people who rejected that information, and they said that, oh, that's fine. If COVID is coming, there will be more resources and there will be more evident ideas by which we can grow our business. And they went up growing their business. Absolutely right, Anupama. The moment you start thinking positive things, it will change your life. But remember, it has to be done in the process. And that's what I'm going to show you. Now, the next part is that in your conscious mind, you have the ability to originate ideas. Now, I have this PowerPoint slider right here. I can change the slides by this. Somebody imagined that in their mind. Somebody imagined that and they created it. Look at this laptop. Look at the Zoom technology. Somebody imagined that. From where they come up with the information that they can do it. You don't have to get information. It's already within. All you have to learn is how to draw what's there within. That's the process, my dear friends. You don't need more knowledge. You don't need more information. All you need is specific ideas that allows you to bring the best of you on the surface, that allows you to bring what is already there within you. For example, even if you are programmed right now, even if your mind is completely filled with negativity, the power to turn it around, it's still within. It's still within. All it's need is a system and a trigger, which you will be watching pretty soon. Now, imagine if Edison can come up with the idea to create an incandescent bulb, and he come up with that idea around the time when there was no Google at all. How he come up with the information? Because the infinite knowledge of storehouse information was within him. Even he mentioned that in his biography. He said he used to sit on his chair holding a paperweight in his hand, and he used to talk to infinite intelligence. He said, whenever I needed some incredible ideas for my business, I always go into my favorite chair in my office. I sit there and I talk to the universe and I get ideas. Imagine if he can invent incandescent bulb. Can't you just change your life with the infinite intelligence? You can, my dear friends. You got to believe in it. It's your educated mind. That means all the information that you have ever gathered in your life, or that you're going to gather in your life from this point and forward, It is going to be all stored in your conscious mind. It's all there. And this is where your intellectual faculties are. What are the intellectual faculties? It's your imagination, will, reason, memory, intuition, and perception. These are those 6 mental faculties that allows you to take control of your life, that allows you to really break through your shell and achieve something incredible that you have never achieved before, to increase, to get the results that you have never gotten before. It's right there. It's right there in your mind. Intellectual faculty. It's there. This is the power of your conscious mind that you have been neglecting, that you have not been practicing. Now, put it into practice. Let's move forward and let's talk about the subconscious mind. Now, if there is any magic on this planet, it's the magic of your subconscious mind. No wonder that I truly love this subject. No wonder that I truly love this information. You know why? I'm truly grateful for the person this information has made me. 7 years ago, I was a completely different person, lost in my life, having no information, having pathetic communication skills, being an introvert, having no business skills, having not even a skill to make money in my life. But then I got introduced to this information. Bob Proctor, he literally changed my life. And for every single second of my life, I'm grateful for Bob. And I'm truly believe that he's happy for me. He must be proud of me. I'm not saying this to just impress you, but I'm saying this to impress an idea on your subconscious mind. If this information can change the life of a person like me, it can change your life too. But you got to take it seriously and you got to follow it with a system. Now let's talk about the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is your emotional mind. All right. That means your subconscious mind does not understand simple words. It only understands the feeling and the emotion that are attached with every single word that it listens to. If you're saying, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, and you don't feeling it within your guts, it's not going to happen. If you're thinking about that, I'm getting rich, I'm getting rich, I'm getting rich, but you're not having it right there in your emotional mind, it's not going to happen. So your subconscious mind only understand the information of emotions. Even Napoleon, he'll talk about it. He said, any idea that is mixed with emotions will be accepted by your subconscious mind like this, but you need to mix emotions with your ideas. Now it's deductive. You know why it's deductive? You see, when I was putting that impurities into this water never told me, don't put it, don't put it, don't put it. It just keep accepting, keep accepting, keep accepting. That's how your subconscious mind has been when you was a child. You have no power over ideas because your subconscious mind was wide open. There was no conscious mind. You know what happened? Now, when you even have the conscious mind right here, you still keeps it wide open and you allow the negativity from other people. You allow the negativity from environment. You allow the negativity from, things to get right there in your subconscious mind. And that's what has been killing you. That's what has been, like literally stopping you. So it's your deductive mind. That means any idea that you plant in your subconscious mind with emotions, it will accept it without even asking a question. Now, your subconscious mind cannot differentiate the difference between what is real and imagined. Now we'll do an exercise over here. I want all of you to close your eyes. Okay, before you close your eyes, how many of you have studied in the classrooms where there used to be green or black boards with the white chalks? If you have been into that environment, please type yes in the chat box. Have you been into the classes where teacher is using a white board or a black board or a green board with a white marker or a chalk? All right, Anupama said yes. Awesome, Anupama. What about others? Have you been into such classes? Yes or no? All right, yes. Shweta said yes. All right, now keep your eyes closed for a minute. Okay. Keep your eyes closed for a minute and think about you're sitting in such classroom where there is a blackboard with the white brand new chalks. Now the teacher enters the room. Teacher moves towards the blackboard. She picks up the white chalk. She is moving towards the blackboard. The moment she starts writing, there is a voice. Chee! How many of you have still felt that voice in your teeth right now? How many of you have felt that? Yes or no in the chat box. How many of you felt that voice of the chi in your teeth? Anupama said yes. Prema said yes. Ramajan said yes. Shweta said yes. Now my question is, are you in a classroom right now where there is a blackboard with the white chalk? Are you in a such classroom right now? Yes or no? Are you in a classroom with a whiteboard? No. Right? So how did you felt it? You were in the classroom in your mind. That is the power of your subconscious mind, because it cannot differentiate between the difference between what is real and imagined. That means whatever you believe, your subconscious mind makes it possible, but you got to really believe it. It never happens when you don't believe it. Now let's talk about the body. All right, body is the instrument of the mind. That means body will do whatever the mind tells it to do. Body will do whatever the mind tells it to do. There is no other way. Nothing at all. Body will do whatever the mind tells it to do. For example, when you wake up in the morning, you go to the washroom, it's the mind that commands the body. When you talk to a friend, either politely or in anger, it's the mind that commands the body. Even I'm talking to you right now, it's my mind that commanding the body. I'm waving my hand like this. It's the mind that's give the command. Body is a dead terminal at itself. It do nothing without the command from the mind. It's my mind that is giving the command to the body right now. Body moves into action based upon the ideas in your subconscious mind. That is literally powerful. There are ideas in your subconscious mind right now. These ideas can be positive or these ideas can be negative. But you know what? These are the ideas that are controlling your life right now. If these are the constructive ideas, they will move you in the positive direction. If these are the negative ideas, they will move you into negative direction. Your body by itself cannot make decisions. It's the ideas in your subconscious mind that makes the decision of your body. Body has no choice of its own. Its whole functioning is governed by the ideas we fix in our mind. You know what? When you was a kid, the ideas has been fixed in your mind. The ideas that has been fixed in your mind were, you're not capable enough. You are not confident enough. You're not good at speaking. You cannot be good in sales. This is not for you. Don't go with those kids. Just study, do this, do that. All these negative ideas has been thrown into our mind over and over and over and over and over. That's went into your mind. That's went into your mind. So what you need to do is that you have to understand that it is the subconscious mind. So what is a paradigm? Paradigm, it's a program that is in your subconscious mind and that has control over your habitual behavior. Almost all of our behavior is habitual. Now I want you to look at this screen right now, right here, because this is going to be one incredible idea. Now you have a mind, all right, and you are programmed right here. This is your programming, my dear friends. You have a mind and you are programmed. All right. There is subconscious conditioning held in your mind right now. Then what happens? But at the same time, if you have a paradigm, there is a power that is flowing to and through you right now. The power is well and truly capable of giving you whatever you want, but your mind is already filled with impurities. In other words, your mind is filled with the negative ideas right here. You see it right here. All those negative ideas, all those negative ideas, my dear friends, it's right there in your mind. It is right there. And you know what happened? These negative ideas, they controls your thinking. When these negative ideas control your thinking, you know what happened? It ultimately controls the vibration that you are in. It controls the actions you take, and it controls the results you get. Now, this is the problem. We have a paradigm that is controlling our mind right now, and this controlling process is controlling your vibration, controlling your action, and controlling your results. And you're not getting the results that you want in your life. You know why? Because your mind is literally programmed with these ideas. And we spend our whole life believing I wish, I could have done that. I wish I could have done that. And I wish I could have changed myself. I wish I could have studied at that time. I wish I could have done this and that. But it never happens. We waste our life and we never get the results that we always wanted. But I'll show you a way. You know what? There is a way to turn around this programming. But that takes courage. That takes study. That takes a lot of work on your mind. You know what happens? Now, let this spoon right here has positive information. Now, what you need to do is that you have to work on your negativity. Everybody, pay attention right now. You have to work on this negativity every single day by day, and patiently. You have to work on reprogramming your mind. Fill some positive information right here. And you know what's going to happen? Nothing going to happen. Nothing going to happen. And you're going to think that I started thinking positive. Nothing had happened, because nothing happens in a one day. And then you keep working and you're thinking, oh my God, maybe it will help now. It never helps. And then you study more books. It's still there. You study more ideas, you study more information. It's still there. And you're thinking whether this negativity will ever leaves me. And you're still working on your subconscious mind, but it's still there. You know what will happen? You will become frustrated. But you have to keep working on your mind. Find a mentor, study under him. And you know what will happen? One day, my dear friend, that negativity will start dissolving. But it will still be there. It's still not gone. You need to keep working on it. And if you keep working on it, it will keep coming wide and wide and wide. And one day, my dear friends, the negativity will no longer be there. It will be gone. It will be done and dusted. Now, what I have done right here with this water can be done for your mind. If I can change the color of the water, you can change the programming of your mind. But that requires effort. Now, to understand it, you have to understand how you get programmed in the very first place. You got programmed because same ideas were put into your mind again and 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 again. And now, if you want to rechange those ideas, you got to follow the same process. But now it will require a lot of effort. You need to find someone who can guide you. That's why I recommend people that, you come to our free sessions and you get motivated out of it and you go ahead and you apply this information. All right. But it will require more support. So you really need to find a mentor. Now at our company, Human Potential and Growth, I mentor people into various different programs that we have. Irrespective of whatever your goal is, I truly and firmly believe that we can help you to get whatever you want, whether it's financial freedom, whether it's attracting your ideal loved partner, whether it's getting healthy, whether it's becoming better in your present business or starting a new business, whatever your goal is, we can show you how to do it. And you know what? You and me are just one phone call away. So I'll give you an opportunity now that tomorrow and day after tomorrow, and maybe till Tuesday, pick up the phone. Let's have a conversation. Drop me a message, sign up for a free session with me where I'll talk to you about your goals, about your dreams, about your passions. And then I'll show you how I can help you with my program that I have. It will require your time and money investments, because remember that we all have to make a move towards a better life for ourselves. But it all starts with taking one step at a time, turning it around, changing your paradigms. And if you really want to change your life, you got to change your paradigm. It's not going to happen without changing the paradigms. It is only going to happen once you change your paradigms. All right. So on that note, if anybody has any question from today's session, you're most welcome to write that question right now. And your assignment for the day will be sent to you in the WhatsApp group in which you are part of it. But I'll explain you the assignment right now, right here also. Remember, paradigms are the negative ideas that we have about ourselves. Paradigm are the negative beliefs that we have about ourselves in our subconscious mind. So your first assignment for the day is, on a blank sheet of paper, write down every negative idea that you have about yourself. All right. Every single negative idea that you have about yourself, write down on a piece of paper and literally burn that paper. That means put it on fire. Put it on fire. All right. And then the second step will be write down your goal in as much as detail possible. What do you really want? And then the third step will be write down the action step that you're going to take right now to move in the direction of your goal. So these are the 3 action steps that you have to do. Assignment will be given. So I'll encourage you all to do that. Now it's time for your questions. If you have a question, everybody, I would love to unmute you, or maybe you can type your question, and I would definitely answer your question regarding paradigms and regarding what we have covered in the day one. And in case you have no question, you can simply type NQ in the chat box so that we can wrap up this amazing session today. And then I'll see you tomorrow, because tomorrow I'll be talking about 5% strategy. I'll giving you some of the tools and the strategies, how you can grow your present business on social media, or how you can start your business on social media. So it is going to be an amazing day tomorrow. So make sure to be there tomorrow also. Anupama, thank you so much for your comment. Now, anybody has a question, everybody, go to the chat box, type your question. If you have no question, just simply say no question. Chris, if you are surrounded by negativity, buddy, you need to become your own positivity. You need to find that positivity. If you can find it on online, go out there and find it. Sometimes, you know, your friends, your family, they can be negative, but as I said, you can completely neglect them on a mental level. You can neglect them on a mental level, Chris. You cannot neglect them on a physical level right now, but definitely you can on a mental level. All right. Awesome. All right. We have a question from Shweta. Prema, I'll come to your question after this. Let me read question of Shweta. Any way to remove toxic thoughts when people keep on making judgments unnecessary on looks, body weight, skin? All right. First of all, Shweta, forget about what people say. All right. I'll give you an exercise. How much you love yourself, Shweta. You got to work on self-love. You have to become obsessed with yourself. Whether you are thin or fat, that makes no difference. That makes no difference at all, Shweta. All right. The moment you start embracing the beauty that is there in you will be the moment when nobody will be able to affect you at all. All right. So just accept yourself as you are right now. Love yourself. Every day, wake up and kiss yourself. Tell yourself that I am beautiful. I am amazing. And to make it very good for you, I'll encourage you to do one thing, that, you know, take a water and take a glass, put water into a glass, and at night, you know, speak affirmations to the water. Like, I am grateful. I am beautiful. I am amazing. I am blessed. You know, the positive stuff. And then drink that water every single day. All right. That's the exercise for you, Shweta. Just do it. It's really going to help you. Okay. All right. I see there's another follow-up question from you. Let's say we forget the rest, but what about the skin color? Been hearing that since I have. Okay. All right. All right, Shweta. Understand that once again, there is beauty in every color. All right. There is beauty in every color. So it all comes down to the same point. Love yourself. Appreciate yourself. People will tell you 100 different things. All right. But it's you. What do you believe about you? You know, I was very thin, and I'm still not that much. People used to pass on comments, but I never pay attention to their comments. That's what I'll encourage you to do. People's comment, they make no cut at all. All right. Love yourself, appreciate yourself, and in one word, be obsessed with your beauty. There is beauty in you. All right. Awesome. All right. So Prema, you had a question. On a piece of paper, you have to write down every idea that you don't like about yourself. Ideas that you don't like about yourself, those ideas you need to burn, Prema. Got it, Prema? All right. All right. So the next question is from again Shweta. That's fine, Shweta. What they do to somebody else, that should be none of our business, right? Let them understand that we are living in a world that is cause and effect, Shweta. All right. If I am saying something bad about someone, it is going to come back to me in one form or another. And you got to believe that from the bottom of your heart. That does not mean something bad will happen with them. That means they will pay for their deeds. For example, if let's take a business example. Let's say somebody has started a business and they're not providing quality service to their clients. What will happen? Their clients will backfire. Then who paid for it? Clients or the person itself? The person itself, because the person lose their reputation, the person lose its credibility. So that happens to even real life scenarios. If somebody is talking bad about you, if somebody is saying anything about you, leave it to them. Don't let it to enter your mind. Remember, if you let it to enter your mind, it's your water, your mind that get caged into their thoughts. All right. So go ahead with that, Shweta, and it's going to be an absolutely incredible, for you. All right. And I'll encourage you, Shweta, to book your call with me. Let's talk about more about your goals. Let's see what's there in for you and how we can work together. All right. And thank you so much. By the way, I appreciate these amazing questions from you, Shweta. These are really good. All right, everybody. Who else is the next? Who else has a question? Who else has the next question? All right. If you have a question, guys, just type. I have a question. If you don't have any question, just type NQ so that we can just simply wrap up the session. It has been again an incredible session and I absolutely loved it. In the meanwhile, I'll check it out if there is anybody on YouTube who might have a question. All right, you're welcome, Anupama. Thank you, Prema. You too, welcome. All right, don't think so we have any questions. All right, guys, so thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you tomorrow around the same time, 7:30 p.m. Till then, take care. Live the life the way you want to live. All right, so we have a question. All right, Jasil, bring it on. Bring it on, your question. I'll wait for a few more minutes. Please. I'll wait for your question, Jasil. Just type it out. All right, now you can unmute yourself, Jasil.
Hi, Sukhveer and everyone.
Hi, Jasil. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you today?
I'm great. Awesome.
That's good. Thanks for running these sessions, first of all. And these are very nice sessions. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, Jasil.
You're welcome. So I have a question. Thanks for unmuting me. That sometimes we have complex for ourselves as well. Like, as I am a physio, so I try to remain fit as much as I can, but still sometimes I feel like I'm like, gaining some weight and I feel complex in myself. So that is my question, how to feel good for ourselves. And if we feel complex something in ourselves, then of course other people will think the same way, like that. So how to overcome that thing?
Got it. All right, so here's the point, Jasil. First of all, it is our inbuilt desire to be fit, to look beautiful, to be the best version of ourselves. So there is, first of all, there is nothing wrong when you have the desire from within, to be fit or to just look better. All right, but at the same time, understand that if you become unhappy with your health right now, you have already emotionally involved yourself into a negative loop. All right, So in other words, even if you have put up some weight, don't get into the idea of that, oh my God, I have put up weight, I have to do workout and all that stuff. In other words, keep loving yourself and keep improving yourself too. All right. So self-love, it's the foundation, but then keep improving yourself when you can. That is also, but make sure that you do it for yourself, not because somebody else has said it to you. Because if somebody else says it to you, that more will be never a long-term motivation. That will always be a short-term motivation. So you have to do it for you. As long as you do it for you, you're always on right track. And as long as you are really loving yourself, you will always be finding yourself being into the right place, being at the right time, and being into the right shape. So that's what I'll suggest to you, Justin, to really take care of, your own thoughts and your own mental attitude towards it. All right. I hope that helps.
Yes, that's right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. You're most welcome, Justin. Thank you for the question. All right, everybody. Do we have any other questions? If we have, just let me know. If we don't have, that's still fine. Then we can just wrap up the session. Anybody else? All right, Shweta is already done with the questions. Shafinaz and Anupama, do you guys have a question? If you don't have, just NQ in the chat box so that we'll wrap up. All right, then, perfect. All right, guys. So thank you so much for being here. An absolute pleasure talking to you. An absolute pleasure bringing this information to you, because that's what I love to do. That's what I'm passionate about. And now I'll see you tomorrow with 5% strategy and how to execute it. So see you tomorrow. Till then, take care.